The Hudson Heroes. Drivers' meeting has concluded, and we are ready to go for qualifying. Kicking off the day with the NELCAR Bandoleros. Leading them out going to be car number 17 out of Miller Place, New York. That's Ben Morabito. Outside of him will be the 14 machine out of Somers, Connecticut. It's Parker Davis. The 10 Rhode Island of Aaliyah DeSoma will start on the inside of row number 2. Outside of her will be the 11 machine. That is actually the 11 Rhode Island of Nicholas Vrigg Jr. The 19 of Grayson Day out of Saco, Maine will round out the field. Qualifier number 1 for the NELCAR Bandos. 13 cars strong here today. A couple mishaps in practice rounds. They will have 9 for qualifying efforts. The 11 is actually, that is Ryan Vanass. That is the regular 11. Thank you. So Ryan Vanass in the 11 machine, 4th place. They'll all take the green flag this time by from Joe Breggy. The 17 machine out front, Miller Place, New York native. Ben Morabito going to come around the first time and lead him back to the stripe. 2nd place, Parker Davis. 3rd at the line, Aaliyah DeSoma. Side-by-side battle for the 4th spot. Ryan Vanass Jr. on the outside. The bottom side right now, the 19 machine of Mikey Leffert. Ben Morabito, multi-time winner here at the Hudson High Banks. In the 17, we got problems up in turn 2. Yellow flag is out, probably going to be followed by the red, and there it is. The 19 machine of Mikey Leffert hard into the outside wall. Word from turn 2 driver Mikey Leffert climbing out of that race car under his own power. So a hard hit up in turn 2, but Mikey Leffert is okay in car number 19. So they pick up and cradle the 19 machine of Mikey Leffert. 19 machine competitor is okay. Mikey Leffert climbed out of that race car under his own power. So all you can ask for after a hard hit like that in such a small race car, track safety workers right up there in turn 2 cleaning up the spot. We will get them back good. 2 laps in out of all qualifying efforts here today for the Nelcar Bandoleros. And I believe that'll bring them down to about 7 or 8 cars out of 13 that showed up here today. So a rough going for the division here at Hudson International Speedway. Always put on a good show. Usually never really have any problems or spills. But hot racetrack, hot day. It's a slick day out there on the pavement. So we got 2 laps in the books. We're looking ready to raise the red flag and put the yellow flag back out on the raceway. There it is from Matt Johnson up on the flag stand. Ben Morabito has led them all thus far in car number 17. Parker Davis will start outside of him in car number 14. Ryan Van Ass Jr. in car number 11, and the 10 Rhode Island on the bottom side of turn 2 looking to return. That is Aaliyah DeSoma. DeSoma needing some help on the back straightaway, refiring the 10 Rhode Island. She'll get it back going. Single file restart here for the Bandoleros qualifier number 1. Ben Morabito in the 17 machine, going to lead them back to the stripe. Green flag is out. Hot and heavy they head. Parker Davis in the 14 machine trying not to let the 17 open up the gap. About 4 Bandoleros separate the top 2. They'll come around to lap number 3. Ben Morabito, Parker Davis, Ryan Van Ass Jr., and the 10 Rhode Island of Aaliyah DeSoma come this time to the halfway mark. Cross flags in the air from Matt Johnson. Pretty well spread out around the original family fun track. Morabito going to lead him now. He's starting to open up the gap. 5 laps in. 8 laps the distance here for the qualifying efforts of the Nelcar Bandoleros. Heat race number 1. We got one around on the front straightaway. Aaliyah DeSoma in the 10 Rhode Island will bring out yellow flag number 2 of qualifier number 1. So Aaliyah DeSoma going to have some effort with the push car behind her. Gets that 10 Rhode Island fired back up. Will rejoin the back end of the field, and we have 3 laps left here in qualifier number 1. The lights are out around the speedway. The Bandoleros come to the Bumpies Auto restart zone. Down to the stripe. We're back underway. Parker Davis has had 2 shots at the back door of Ben Morabito. He's watched him run away twice. Can he do it this time? 2 laps to go at the start-finish line. Ryan Van Ass Jr. now in the picture in car number 11 as well. 3-car breakaway at the front of the field. Best battle on the raceway for the second spot. Ryan Van Ass Jr. in the 11 going to try and scoop it away with 1 to go. to the bottom side off the corner. They're side by side down the front straightaway. Parker Davis in the 14 will drop back on the outside to third. Ryan Van Ness Jr. to second, and the checkered flag is waving. He'll lead them all. It's Ben Morabito in car number 17. Van Ness Jr. in the 11 second, Parker Davis third, and Aaliyah DeSoma in the 10 Rhode Island will round out the field there for qualifier number 1 of the Nelcar Bandoleros. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, from Miller's Place, New York. Ben Morabito nails down heat race 1. Top 3 cars will head to Nelcar. Technical inspection down in the infield. And we will get heat race number 2 on the speedway right now. Here they come. The 19 machine, that is the regular 19, that is Grayson Day. The 16 of Sam Masita. The 11 Rhode Island, that is Nicholas Vrigg Jr. Bryson Robideau is the driver behind the wheel of car number 38. So Bryson Robideau, Nicholas Vrigg Jr. in the 11 Rhode Island. Sam Masita the 16, but they're all going to be chasing Grayson Day in car number 19, this time by to the green flag. Matt Johnson looks the field over, lets him loose. Nice and steady down into turn number 1. Grayson Day will lead the charge off the back straightaway. Sam Masita right in line in car number 16. Always a front runner here when the Bandoleros come to town. Looks to the bottom side for the race lead. Down into turn 1. We're side by side. Rubbing elbows for the race lead. Grayson Day stuck on the outside of Sam Masita now. Has the opportunity to fall in line, but hold up. Here comes Nicholas Vrigg Jr. in car number 11, Rhode Island. He'll duck down to the bottom side. A little bit of contact, but Bryson Robideau, he'll fall back in line now underneath the 19 of Grayson Day. Day from the first spot back to 4th in about 2 laps. Sam Masita in car number 16 starting to walk away from this one. Halfway home at the start and finish line. 4 laps down. 4 laps remain for the 16 machine. Keep an eye on the youngster in car number 38. Bryson Robideau starting to have his eyes set on the bottom side of Nick Vrigg Jr. Drag race down the front straightaway. Here it is. Robideau from the backside of the field will take the second spot away in car number 38. 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks are gonna fly. It's Sam Masita out of Cherry Valley, Massachusetts, showing the way. Problems down into turn 1 for the 11 Rhode Island and Nick Vrigg Jr. Grayson Day will charge by on the outside. He'll take the 3rd spot back. White flag is out front. Final time here in Bandolero qualifying efforts. Heat race number 2 will go to the youngster in car number 16. It's Sam Masita. Bryson Robideau will take second from the back in car number 38. Grayson Day in the 19. And the 11 Rhode Island of Nick Vrigg Jr. That'll end qualifying there for the Nelcar Bandoleros. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. The driver out of Cherry Valley, Mass. It's Sam Masita. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a pair of qualifiers on the Speedway. This is the NELCAR Legends. 8-lap qualifiers for them. Leading them out will be car number 14Z. Out of North Kingston, Rhode Island, the driver behind the wheel is Zach Martinez. Outside of him, out of Plymouth, Massachusetts, the Newcomb Tree Service sponsored entry. Outside pole belongs to Isaiah Newcomb. Tyler Clerk in car number 33 will bring up the inside of row number 2. And outside of him, Jake Sylvia out of Middleton, Rhode Island in car number 78. The 34 machine of Kyle Cassie is next in line. The 17 jumps up to his starting position. That's Chase Sylvia, also out of Middleton, Rhode Island. Outside of row number 3 brings us Brandon LaBelle out of Taunton, Massachusetts, drives car number 4. Car number 33, next in line, that's the 33X of Shiley Martinez. Car number 137 out of Holderness, New Hampshire is Todd Randlett. He'll share the row with the 15M machine of Shane Cromit. Mike Delavecchia drives car number 57. He'll share the row with D3 Dave Stone III. And the 0 of Owen Ledoux out of Sanford, Maine brings up the back. Coming to the front of the field, the green flag flies. Heat race number 1 for the NELCAR Legends fly down the back straightaway. 14 machine out front, it's Zach Martinez going to lead them back to the stripe. Newcomb stuck up on the outside of the raceway. Here comes Tyler Clerk in car number 33. Drag race out of turn 4 for the second spot. Leclerc in the 33 machine has the runner-up spot down the back straightaway. Isaiah Newcomb in car number 22. He's out of Plymouth, Mass. Will drop back to third. Chase Sylvia in the 17. Jake Sylvia in the 78. Round out the top 5. The Sylvia boys starting to run through the field. Halfway home at the stripe. 4 laps down. 4 laps to go. It's all Zach Martinez. Brandon LaBelle, the driver, just outside the top 5, car number 4. He's got Kyle Cassie in line with Shiley Martinez. Popsicle stick's gonna fly. Owen Ledoux out of Sanford, Maine in car number 0, gonna get the passing flag. Rookie stripes on the backside of that Legend. Plenty of racing room up top. Zach Martinez, race leader, will take the white flag this time by. Quarter-mile trip to go for car number 14 out of North Kingston, Rhode Island. Zach Martinez from the pole will lead him down the back straightaway for the final time. Coming to the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series checkered flag. Zach Martinez will be victorious in the first of 2 8-lap qualifiers. Tyler Clerk in the 33 machine will take the runner-up spot. Isaiah Newcomb in the 22. Chase Sylvia in the 17. And Jake Sylvia in the 78 round out the top 5. Top 3 head to technical inspection into the infield. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Out of North Kingston, Rhode Island, it's Zach Martinez. And here comes heat race number 2 on the Speedway now. Leading them out at a parts unknown in car number 13. That is going to be Jacob Rowdy Burns. Front runner from the American Canadian Tour. Front runner, late model driver from the Seekonk Speedway. He's going to lead him from the pin. Outside of him brings us car number 99 out of Tiverton, Rhode Island. That's Richie Helger Jr. Row number 2 on the inside is Nick Bull Kelly in car number 27, and outside of him brings us car number 29 of Cole Roby. Kevin Davis Jr. out of Somers, Connecticut, drives car number 10. He'll start 5th on the grid next to Jake Brake Kelly in car number 85. Car number 116, that is Jimmy Sylvia out of Middleton, Rhode Island. He'll share the row with car number 64. Not a listed driver. We will get that name figured out. Bob Koloski in the number 7. Kyle Rogers in the 32. Green flag is out at the front of the field. One around already. It's the 15 machine of Scott Kinsman out of Berlin, Maine. And he'll bring it to a stop at the top side of turn 2. Yellow flag is not out yet, and now it is. Steve Bowden drives car number 64. Steve Bowden. Scott Kinsman in the 15 goes for the spin cycle. He will refire and rejoin the backside of the field. We will restack and re-rack and resend them off of turn number 4 for 8 laps here. Qualifier number 2 for the Nelcar Legends. Yellow flag conditions on the raceway. Now we're going to cross them up in 1. Next time by, we'll send them back loose. Jacob Rowdy Burns in car number 13 shares the row with Mikey Helger Jr. Richie Helger Jr. Coming to the bumpy side, a restart zone. Joe Breggy looks him over, lets him loose. We're back underway. Down into turn number 1. And off the corner, it's all Rowdy Burns in car number 13. Nick Bull Kelly going to try to sneak up the inside of Helger Jr. in the 99. He will. He'll take the second spot away. And now Cole Roby sees some daylight underneath. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Kevin Davis Jr. muscling his way down the bottom side in car number 10. Side by side, they run for the 4 spot. Now Jake Brake Kelly trying to find his way to the bottom side. Bob Pulaski in car number 7 around. That'll bring us yellow flag number 2. Trying to get the lineup straightened out up here in the tower. Nelcar officials are on the scene. It's been all Jacob Rowdy Burns in car number 13 thus far. Nick Bull Kelly will be the new neighbor upstairs in car number 27 as Joe Breggy gives him the signal to cross him up in 1. Richie Helger Jr., the 99, will take the 3rd spot. Cole Roby 4th, and Kevin Davis Jr. rounds out the top 5, coming to the green flag this time by Jacob Rowdy Burns. Nick Bull Kelly come to the start box, and now the green flag. Down into 1, same old story out front. Rowdy Burns will lead him down the back straightaway. Halfway home, they're side by side, 2 rows deep behind him. Richie Helger Jr. with the charge on the inside. Bobble on the upstairs. Nick Bull Kelly keeps his leg in it down the back straightaway, but Helger Jr. will poke the nose out front for the 2nd position. Kevin Davis Jr. now out of Somers, Connecticut in car number 10 wants a piece. He'll follow the line underneath with a bumper move down into turn 2 to the bottom side for 2nd now. 2 laps remain. This time, 2 to go. Kevin Davis wants some more in car number 10. Riding on the bottom side of Richie Helger Jr. He'll have the spot down the back straightaway. Coming to the white flag is your race leader, Jacob Rowdy Burns. Love tap from Nick Bull Kelly. Helger Jr. out of shape down into 1. They all keep it going straight. The checkered flag is going to wave, and there he is. It's Jacob Rowdy Burns. Summers, Connecticut driver Kevin Davis, the hard charger of the race, will take the second spot, and Cole Roby in car number 29 will round out the top 3. Top 3 cars will head infield to the Nelcar Technical Inspection area. Northeast Auto Import Late Models making their way to technical inspection in the infield for pre-qualifying way. Set next on the Speedway for qualifying efforts will be the Black Flag Podcast Ridge Runners for 8 laps apiece. The division before you, the Northeast Auto Import Late Models, will go 10 laps apiece, and the Nastra Vision Modifieds, the Ground Pounders, will time trial here today. Final late model squeezing their way down into the infield, and here come the Black Flag Podcast Ridge Runners. Brandon Mercier in Mach 5 will lead him from the pole. Outside of him, Hudson, New Hampshire native Richie Morocco in car number 7. The Lomas Tree Service Northeast Auto Import sponsor number 59 brings us the driver out of Amherst, New Hampshire. That's good for Callie Osborne. Outside of her, 4th on the grid in the Fraser Family Racing NRG Fuel number 76 machine brings us Heath the Butts. The Fraser boys bring up row number 4. The 37J on the inside is Squirt Gun Joey Fraser. And outside of him, car number 37Z, that's his older brother, Zach Fraser, both out of Nottingham, New Hampshire. Rounding out the field, the inaugural winner of this division last year here at the Hudson High Banks and the A1 Disposal Services, number 51 out of Nashua, New Hampshire, that's Mike Doobie Jr. And making his debut here in 2023 is the 23 machine front runner up at the Epinoval, the Star Speedway. That is Dwight Souther Jr. Up in smoke goes the 5 machine of Brandon Mercier. So Mercier will retire early in car number 5. See if they can fix that car and get it ready for feature time later on this afternoon. Crossing them up, band 1. Callie Osborne and Richie Morocco on the front row. Coming to the Bumpy's Auto restart zone. Matt Johnson on the flag stand, looks him over. Green flag is out. We're underway. Good start on the outside, and Richie Morocco will lead him off at turn 2. Whoa, look out, Joey Frazier all out of shape. Everybody keeps it going. Battle is on for the race lead once again. Now Joey Frazier going to try the bottom side of the 7 machine of Richie Morocco. Side-by-side battle back for 5th, and Heath the Butts will jump up the ladder. Top 3 cars under a blanket down the front straightaway. Here comes Mike Doobie in car number 51. He'll set his sights on the outside of Joey Frazier, but Dwight Souther Jr. going to try to take advantage of that. Halfway home this time, top 4 in a line. Now Frazier able to get to the inside. Morocco sideways in front of him, keeps the 37J at bay. Dive bomb move down to the inside once again. Morocco slams the door shut, and they go side by side and toe to toe again down to turn number 1. Joey Frazier will muscle by now in the 37J. Doobie Jr. will take the 2nd spot. 2 laps remain at the start-finish line. Popsicle sticks are up. Dwight Souther Jr. in car number 23 is looking for more. He'll take the inside groove. Squirrely in front of him, the 7 machine of Richie Morocco. They'll all take the white flag. Checkered flag is in the air. The 37J of Squirt Gun. Joey Frazier nails down the qualifier. 2nd goes to Mike Doobie Jr. 3rd at the line, scored by timing and scoring, was the 7 of Richie Morocco. Dwight Souther Jr. in the 23 takes 4th, and the 5th spot belongs to the 76 of Heath the Butts. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, the 37J Heat Race winner out of Nottingham, New Hampshire. It's Squirt Gun, Joey Frazier. The best support division across the 50 states of America. This is the Northeast Auto Import Late Models. Starting on the pole out of Danbury, New Hampshire, car number 45, longtime competitor. It's the Grouch, Oscar LeClaire. They bring the field to a stop. And I believe that is to bring the Nastra Vision Modifieds out to the infield for their pre-qualifying weigh. So here come the NHSDRA Vision Modifieds to the infield, and then we will let them loose. First of 2 qualifiers for the Northeast Auto Import Late Models. Back underway. All right, going down the starting lineup. Outside of him, the traditional mortgage number 33 machine is good for Dan Palin. Third on the grid, Mr. Consistency, former Strictly Stock champion up at the Hudson Speedway out of Kingston, New Hampshire. Welcome back, Mike Williams. Defending division champion starts outside of him. The Snowworks Precise Industry sponsored number 33W for Chargin' Chuck Daney. The Baldwin Chassis, Morton Builders DNL Auto number 57 machine. Former Mighty Mike Lewis Memorial Champion Justin Beechard drives car number 57. He'll be on the inside of the final set row. And outside of him, former Rookie Stock Champion here at the Hudson High Banks out of Salem, New Hampshire, the JaysAquatics.com sponsored Monte Carlo is Jason Ryan. Oscar LeClaire and Dan Palin gonna lead him to the green flag this time by. On to the start box. The green flag is out. Palin riding the outside. Oscar LeClaire down low. They drag race for the race lead down the back straightaway. Who's gonna lead him down to the stripe? It's Dan Palin on the outside. LeClaire trying to hold his own in car number 45, and here comes Mike Williams. Look out, Oscar! Oh! Bullseye! Red flag is out for the 45 of Oscar LeClaire. Hudson Fire and Rescue and Track Safety Services down there in turn 3. Good news is Oscar Leclerc did just climb out of that race car and is okay. So they're going to evaluate him down there in turn 3. But he did just climb out, and it looks like he is walking over to the ambulance. Red flag going to be lifted from the speedway. Yellow flag back on the raceway. Heat race number 1. 1 lap in the books for the Northeast Auto Import late models. Dan Palin going to restart from the pole, the traditional Mortgage Chevrolet. Outside of him, Mr. Consistency, Mike Williams. Third right now scheduled to be the 57 who comes to a stop. That's Justin Beecher. Racing Jason Ryan in the 82. In the 33, that's the defending track champion, charging Chuck Daney. Track is cleared. Joe Briggy going to cross him up and 1 this time by. 9 laps remain here in qualifier number 1 for the best support division across the 50 states of America, the Northeast Auto Import late models. Bumpy's Auto Restart Zone is awaiting heat race number 1. Northeast Auto Import late models come to the box. Joe Breggy looks him over, lets him loose. Green flag is out. Dan Palin shot out of a cannon. He'll lead him down the back straightaway. Mike Williams second, Justin Beecher third. The side-by-side battle is on for the 4th spot. Chuck Daney on the inside of racing Jason Ryan on the outside. 2 white Monte Carlos duking it out, rubbing elbows for the number 4 spot. They're all watching Dan Palin, the traditional Mortgage number 33X, run away. Kingston, New Hampshire native Mike Williams runs second. Justin Beecher third, and still toe-to-toe for the number 4 spot. Chuck Daney trying to prevail, racing Jason not going down without a fight. 1 tough customer riding the high side groove of the Hudson International Speedway. Falls back in line now. All cars following each other. A freight train of Northeast Auto Import late models come to the halfway mark. Cross flags are in the air. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. It's all Dan Palin out of Salem, New Hampshire. Mike Williams, Justin Beecher, charging Chuck Daney and racing Jason Ryan run through the field. Three to go at the line. Second, third, and fourth all still up for grabs. Williams, Beecher, Daney all start to bunch up throughout the corners. Now Daney will fall back. The best battle on the line is for the second spot. Justin Beecher wants it, the Cabana Boy in car number 57. 2 to go that time by Dan Palin looking for the white flag. White flag is down, a quarter-mile trip to go for the 33X of Dan Palin. Looking for the checkered flag, and he's going to nail it down. How about it? The traditional Mortgage Chevrolet to the checkered flags. Dan Palin nails down heat race number 1. Second will go to the Kingston, New Hampshire native in car number 07, Mike Williams. Third to the 57 machine out of Billerica, Mass, Justin Beecher. The defending track champion charging Chuck Daney and racing Jason Ryan in the 82 round out the field. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Palin drives car number 33X to a heat race win. Heat race number 2 gonna hit the speedway. On the pole, car number 8 out of Nashua, New Hampshire. His 3rd year of competition. Welcome back, Jay Sousa. Outside of him, out of Nashua, New Hampshire, the L&L Fabrication Morin Engine Services sponsored ride, former Youth Division champion, it's Andrew Morin. Row 2 on the inside, the Marsh Brothers Deli Streeter Construction Fast Lane Graphics 360 race cars, number 55, out of Canaan, New Hampshire, brings us Robbie Streeter. Top side of him, points leader coming into tonight's racing action, the R&R Public Wholesalers Renfrew Motorsports sponsored Chevrolet, the 08 machine of Milton Duran. Fast in practice, 5th on the grid, the R&R Public Wholesalers number 01 machine out of Pelham, New Hampshire. Welcome, Ballistic Billy Helliwell. Pork Chop, Austin Erickson, the Catco Recycling number 22 out of Ashland, Mass. brings up the back as we come to green. Andrew Morin leads them high, wide, and handsome. 3 wide for the second spot. Sousa stuck in the middle, holding out the 55 of Robbie Streeter. Milton Duran gets by. Austin Erickson from the back to the third spot. On the move, the 22 machine of Austin Erickson. Jay Sousa now going to feel the pressure once again. Here comes Robbie Streeter to the bottom side. Andrew Morin leads them down the back straightaway. Milton Duran runs second, and third right now is Austin Erickson, the 22. Erickson dives down low. He'll take the second spot away. Top 3 cars start to bunch up now with 4 laps in the books at the start-finish line. Andrew Morin leads them back to the stripe. Erickson wants a piece to the inside. He's squirrely in car number 22. Milton Duran with the best seat in the house. He's going to watch the battle for the race lead unfold halfway home at the start-finish line. 5 down, 5 remain. The 30 leads the 22 and the 08 through the top 3. Erickson tries to poke the fender underneath the 30 machine of Andrew Morin. Drag race for the race lead now. Who's going to lead him back to the stripe this time? It's Andrew Morin on the outside. Trying to hold his own. Here comes the point leader, Milton Duran, in car number 08. 2 laps remain. The popsicle stick's going to fly from Joe Breggy. 2 to go for the 22 of Austin Erickson. Battle is on for second now. Morin up the hill. Here comes Milton Duran. White flag is out. Quarter-mile trip to go for the driver out of Ashland, Massachusetts. Checkers are gonna fly, and here he is, the pork chop, Austin Erickson. Second will go to the 30 of Andrew Morin. Third to Milton Duran in car number 08. Robbie Streeter and Ballistic Billy Helliwell round out the top 5. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, from worst to first, the 22 of Austin Erickson. One more division to qualify here this afternoon. It's the premier division here at the original Family Fun Track, the Nastra Vision Modifieds. Ground pound and open wheel competition will go time trial qualifying style here this afternoon. Best of 2 set laps, and here they come. First on the Speedway, hometown boy here at the out of Hudson, New Hampshire. The MLM Diagnostic Services Hudson Heroes Youth Division sponsored ride. The 29, it's Marshall Law, Mike Marshall. Coming around this time, Mike Marshall behind the wheel is on the clock. First driver of the day to set time. $13,209 the first trip around for Mike Marshall. A hot, slick racetrack here this afternoon. Will he better the second trip around? 13,107, the final set time for the 29 machine of Mike Marshall. Coming out on the speedway now, car number 19, the KDW. Jamie Weber Photography, Little Webb's Tire and Fuel sponsored number 19 machine. He's the superstar around the region from the 350 Super Modified ranks. Now driving a ground pound and modified, ladies and gentlemen, on the clock, it's Jeffrey Battle. White flag is out. First trip around, and he'll go 13,109. 13,109. Good for second by 2 1/1000ths. Checkered flag is out. He'll take the top of the boards with a 13,018. So 13,018 is the new time to beat. Jeffrey Battle will hold down the top side of the boards with 2 cars qualified. Third on the field now, a former Outlaw Sportsman champion here at the Hudson High Banks in the Pleasant View, number 62. The driver behind the wheel hails out of Sterling, Massachusetts. Welcome back, the Warhammer, Todd Warren. He'll take the green flag this time. Best of 2 set laps. Warren is on the clock. First season, just a handful of races under his belt in open wheel competition. First trip around, 13,515 for the 62 machine of Todd Warren. 13,515 the first trip around. Can he better the second lap? 13,412 does better the second trip around. It will put him third on the boards. Next on the speedway to take time. Just came off a hot win 2 weeks ago at the Firecracker 100 at the Monadnock Speedway in Winchester, New Hampshire. This is the Fences Unlimited Stove Shop Sponsor 95 of Corey Plummer. Green flag is out and Plummer's on the clock in the 95. First trip around, what's the time? 13,396 will put him third on the boards. Squirrely out of turn 2, he'll have to pedal the car. Final trip around, the final set time for the 95 of Corey Plummer. 13,368 will settle him third quick thus far. $13,018 is the time to beat from Jeff Battle. Can anyone knock him off the top side of the leaderboards? The J&J Trucking sponsored entry in car number 69. Gonna hit the speedway next for qualifying. Will get the green flag this time by a former graduate out of the 4-cylinder pure stock division. This is good for Josh Carey. Carey gonna come around and take the green flag. First time around for Josh Carey in the 69. Going to put him on the boards with a 13.569. Good for fifth quick. Checkered flag is out. Final set time a 13.273. Bumps him up into the third spot, the 69 of Josh Carey. And out rolls car number 29. This, ladies and gentlemen, the New Hampshire Lottery, Willis Auto Repair, sponsor number 29 machine. The driver behind the wheel has over 15 track championships to his name in all of his racing career. Welcome, Superman Aaron Fellows. Aaron Fellows going to come around and take the green flag. He's on the clock. White flag is out. First set time for Aaron Fellows, 13.321. Second quick thus far. Checkered flag is out. Final set time, 13.208. That'll actually be good for third. Aaron Fellows, the 29, New Hampshire third. The 29 of Mike Marshall is the second on the boards. So Aaron Fellows will settle with the third spot right now. 13.018 is the quick time to beat from Jeff Battle. 2 cars remain. On the speedway now, the third-year competitor in car number 44. The driver hails out of Brockton, Massachusetts. The Honeydew Donuts, Victory Lane Stables, JR Hudson Horse Transportation sponsored automobile. On the clock this time, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jesse Jacobaitis. What can the youngster out of Brockton, Mass bring to the table? White flag is out. First time is set. 12.833. To the top of the boards goes Jesse Jacobaitis. Shatters the 13.018 time. 13.828, the new time to beat. Jesse Jacobaitis and company absolutely have figured something out underneath that race car. They have been fast all season long. He'll take the top sides of the boards. With only one driver remaining, we'll see how long he can stay there. On the speedway now, the Berniers race cars. Mercier's Towing. Whitewater Plastic sponsored entry, the 2 of Tyler Leary. The Triton Automotive number 2 machine going to come around to the white flag. The first lap set for Tyler Leary. 13.099. Good for third thus far. Sniffing down the back door, Jeff Battles, 13.018. What can he do? Coming to the checkered flag. 13.177. That will settle the 2 machine of Tyler Leary in the third spot. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff Battle claims the number 1 spot Jesse Jacobaitis claims the number 1 spot in car number 44. The third-year driver out of Brockton, Massachusetts. One guy to beat in car number 44 when it comes to time trial style qualifying. I believe that's the 3rd or 4th time this season he's shattered the top side of the leaderboard charts at the end of qualifying sessions. So we'll see what they can do. The Astrovision Modified is going to have a great race later on this afternoon. They are the final feature of the day. First feature of the day as we start talking about it. Going to roll down the back straightaway. It's the Nell Car Bandoleros. Bandoleros getting ready to go for 15 laps the distance. Feature time here at the original Family Fun Track. Here's how the starting lineup will roll down. Out of Miller's Place, New York, brings us the pole sitter in car number 17, heat race winner Ben Morabito. Outside of him, going to be car number 11, and that's good for Ryan Van Ass Jr. Bryson Robideau drives car number 38. He'll start on the inside of row number 2 alongside Grayson Day in car number 19. The 14 of Parker Davis will start on the inside of the following set row. It looks like single file starts here for the Bandoleros. So the 14 of Parker Davis, the 11 Rhode Island of Nicholas Vrigg Jr., the 16 machine of Sam Macedo, and Aaliyah DeSoma drives car number 10, Rhode Island. She'll bring up the backside of the field as they come down to the stripe. The first feature of the day takes the green flag. Ben Morabito leads them down the back straightaway. Ryan Van Ass Jr. to second. They rub elbows for third, but Grayson Day will take the spot away. It's Ben Morabito. Ryan Van Ass Jr. the runaways. Battle is on now for the 4 spot. Here comes Sam Macedo out of Cherry Valley, Mass in the 16. Bump him up to the 4 spot. Bryson Robideau in car number 38 going to try to follow suit on the inside of Parker Davis. And around the spin cycle goes Aaliyah DeSoma. She'll keep it going. No need for a yellow flag. 3 laps in the books. It's all Ben Morabito. Grayson Day now going to feel the pressure on. Here comes Sam Macedo in car number 16. Macedo in the 16 wants the inside. He'll grab it down the back straightaway with a side-by-side battle for the final piece of hardware here this afternoon. Yellow flag is out. Driver Aaliyah DeSoma climbs out of the 10 Rhode Island under her own power on the front straightaway. Going to get checked out by Speedway Services and pick up the 10 Rhode Island after a hard hit here on the front straightaway. Soma going to walk her own way back to the ambulance to get checked out by Speedway Services. 4 laps in out of 15 here for the Nelcar Bandoleros, so we'll clean the situation up here on the front straightaway, and in just a few moments we will have the bandos back under green. Red flag has been lifted. Yellow flag conditions back on the speedway. Nelcar Bandoleros with 11 laps remaining here in their main event. Nelcar Legends will be the next event on the speedway. Legends will go 25 laps, Ridge Runners for 25. The Northeast Auto Import Late Models will follow, and the NHSTRA Modifieds will end out today's festivities. 11 laps remain. Matt Johnson on the flag stand, going to show him the signal. Next time by, we'll let him loose. Ben Morabito, Ryan Van Ness Jr., racing Grayson Day in the 19, the top 3. Coming to the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Ben Morabito in the 17 leads a nice field of bandos back to green. Look at Grayson Day in the 19. He'll charge down to the bottom side of Ryan Van Ness. Trying to take the second spot away. He's got Sam Macedo right there in line in the 16. Going to try and take advantage. Hildar to the inside for the third spot. The final piece of hardware up for grabs right there in turn number 1. Side by side for the third position. Sam Macedo on the inside of Ryan Van Ness Jr. Macedo will get by. Bryson Robideau going to try and take advantage of the same situation in car number 38. Vanasse able to fall in line. Sam Macedo now darts to the inside of Grayson Day. Sam Macedo with a head full of steam trying the inside groove on Grayson Day. Day able to slam the door shut in car number 19. Washes way up the racetrack off of turn 4. Macedo gets by. Ryan Vanasse Jr. gets by. Now Bryson Robideau sideways on the inside. Ben Morabito out for a Sunday cruise in car number 17. Sam Macedo will take the second spot. Ryan Vanasse third. Coming to the 5 to go. Signal this time by. 5 laps remain out front. Second, third, and fourth, all right there in contention. Macedo in the 16, Vanasse Jr. in the 11, and Bryson Robideau in car number 38. Popsicle sticks gonna fly this time from Matt Johnson. 2 laps will remain for the 17 of Ben Morabito. For the final piece of hardware, Bryson Robideau tries the inside. Good save behind the wheel of car number 38 there. He was all out of shape down through 1 and 2. The white flag is out. For the final time, down the back straightaway, coming to the checkered flag. There he is, Ben Morabito in car number 17. Second will go to Sam Macedo, 16, and third will go to the 11 of Ryan Vanasse Jr. Bryson Robideau, the 38, will take fourth, and Grayson Day rounds out the top 5. We're going to head trackside and have a word with your feature winner. Nelcar Legends next on the Speedway. Down here in Nelcar Bandolero Victory Lane. He's out of the car. How about a round of applause for Ben Morabito in car number 17. Climbing out of this hot rod, he'll get the helmet off. The ever so important sip of water, and right here, Ben Morabito, ladies and gentlemen. Ben, this thing was bad fast right out of the box here today. You were fast in practice, won the qualifier, and never looked back here in the feature. 15 laps of a dominating force from car number 17 here tonight.
Yeah, you know, it was just a perfect car today. I'd like to thank DDM for just getting it perfectly set up for today. You know, we were just fast since the beginning. We were just fortunate enough to lead all the laps and just late cautions and just able to pull away from the field, just those fast kind of laps.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Let him hear you one more time. Ben Morabito, victorious in car number 17. 25 laps the distance for the Nell Car Legends. Before we go green, they're all going to come to a stop right here on the front straightaway. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you all to please rise. Remove your racing caps and point your attention to turn number 1 for the playing of our Star-Spangled Banner. Now, Car Legends, start your engines. 25 laps with a great field of legend cars here before you, and here's your starting lineup. On the pole, driving car number 22 out of Plymouth, Mass. It's good for Isaiah Newcomb. Outside of him, the 10 is Kevin Davis Jr. Tyler Clerk on the inside of row number 2 and the 33. Upstairs of him, Jacob Rowdy Burns in car number 13. Heat race winner Zach Martinez in car number 14C on the inside. Outside of him, the 29 machine of Cole Roby. Chase Sylvia in car number 17 will share the row with Richie Helger Jr. in car number 99. Jake Sylvia in car number 78 shares the row with car number 27. Upstairs is good for Nick Bull Kelly. Brandon LaBelle out of Taunton, Massachusetts in car number 4 on the inside of Jake Brake Kelly's number 85. Kyle Cassie, the 34. The 116 is Jimmy Sylvia. 33X is Shaylee Martinez. The 137 of Todd Ramlett, Kyle Rogers, the 32. The D3 of Dave Stone, the 3rd. The 7 of Bob Golofsky, Mike Delavecchia, the 57. The Ledoux boys in the 1 and 0. Shane Cromit, the 15M. The green flag is out. Scott Kinsman, the only driver we missed in car number 15 at the backside of the field. Front side of the field is hot and heavy down into turn number 3. Isaiah Newcomb going to lead them back to the stripe for lap number 1. Plymouth, Massachusetts driver Isaiah Newcomb with the charge down the back straightaway. Tyler Clerk second. Kevin Davis Jr. in car number 10 going to ride the 3rd spot. Zach Martinez 4th, and at the line it's Jacob Rowdy Burns rounding out the top 5. Newcomb gonna lead them back for lap number 3. Single file through the top 5 of the field coming up on lap traffic. First in line in the hot seat now, Sanford Baines, Owen Ledoux. Lap cars dead ahead with plenty of racing room up top. It's Isaiah Newcomb, Tyler Clerk. Top 6 cars will get by 3 wide. Now back for the 7th spot with the lap car. You're looking at the 4 machine of Brandon Lavelle underneath the number 78 of Chase Sylvia. That's Jake Sylvia. Following his brother Chase in the 17. Jake in the 78 gets into the backside of Taunton, Mass driver Brandon Lavelle. Isaiah Newcomb, Ty Leclerc, Kevin Davis, Zach Martinez, Jacob Rowdy Burns. 6-car breakaway all the way back to the 17 machine of Chase Sylvia. Jacob Rowdy Burns down to the inside for the 4th spot in car number 13. He'll ride the inside and take the spot away. One around in turns 3 and 4. Shiley Martinez, the 33X, will bring out the first caution of the 25-lap main event here on lap number 8 for the Nelcar Legends. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Good, clean racing at the front side of this field. Isaiah Newcomb, car number 22, the Newcomb Street Service sponsored entry, has led him since the drop of the green flag. Ty Leclerc in car number 33 will start outside of him for a restart green. Kevin Davis Jr., Zach Martinez in the 13 machine of Jacob Rowdy Burns. Inoperable time for the yellow flag. Oh no, looks like he got it just in time. I was going to say Jacob Rowdy Burns had just passed the 14 of Zach Martinez. Nelcar race director going to give him his spot up in the 4th position. So Jacob Rowdy Burns, Zach Martinez will round out the top 5. Chase Sylvia, car number 17. Jake Sylvia in car number 78. Richie Helger Jr., Brandon LaBelle, and the 29 machine of Cole Roby. Round out the top 10 as we're going to cross them up in 1. Next time by, we'll let them back loose on lap number 9 of 25. 8 laps complete here for the Nelcar Legends. Here we come to the Bumpy's Auto restart zone. It's time to drop the hammer. 3-1 and Isaiah Newcomb in the fence. That did not go how we planned it. It looked like the 33 machine of Ty Leclerc, who was on the outside of the 22 of Isaiah Newcomb. The front row just touched tires. Kevin Davis in the 10, who was in the 3rd position, trying to dart to the inside. And the 22, all the way from Plymouth, Massachusetts, gets hooked up into the outside concrete. Don't believe there was any malicious intent behind that one. Track safety workers on the scene trying to pick up the 22 machine of Isaiah Newcomb. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in action next week with the SBF Memorial for the Ridge Runners. New England Dwarf Cars back in town. Northeast Auto Import Late Models return. The Granite State Indoor Gun Range 6-shooters and the return of the MLM Diagnostic Services Pure Stocks. That's all next Sunday afternoon here at the Original Family Fun Track. Same start time, 5 o'clock. We will start racing next Sunday afternoon. Northeast Auto Import Late Models making their way into the infield for pre-race inspection. Going over the scales, and they're going to get lined up in the infield for their main event this afternoon. Still on lap number 9. 8 laps complete out of 25 for the main event here for the Nelcar Legends. Waiting on word that the lineup is set, that the track is clear, and we'll be able to cross them up in one. Lineup is good. Joe Breggy going to cross up the flags and show him the signal. Next time by, we'll let him loose. An all-new front row. Kevin Davis Jr. in the 10. Jacob Rowdy Burns on the outside car, number 13. Going to lead him to the Bumbies Auto Service restart zone. Down to the stripe. We're underway. Burns looking strong on the outside through the corner. Kevin Davis going to have the charge on the bottom side. Car number 10. They come toe-to-toe off the corner down to the start-finish line. Timing and scoring shows the 10 of Kevin Davis Jr. leading lap number 9. Clears now for the race lead. Here comes Zach Martinez in car number 14. Martinez down to the inside for the second spot. He'll clear down into turn number 1. Burns back to the 3rd position. Coming up on lap traffic, Owen Ledoux out of Sanford, Maine, in car number 0, going to get plenty of racing room to the top side. The Sylvia boys toe-to-toe and side by side down the back straightaway. 3 wide with the lap car. Chase Sylvia on the inside, the 17. Jake Sylvia on the outside, car number 78. Jacob Rowdy Burns going to try to nail the back bumper down on the 14 machine of Zach Martinez. They come to the cross flags halfway home. Cole Ruby in car number 29 going to dart down to the bottom side of Brandon Lavelle's number 4 machine. Kyle Cassie going to try to poke the nose underneath back in turns 3 and 4. Had a bad bobble on the inside. Falls back in line. Now deals with the 27 of Nick Bull Kelly. Rowdy Burns going to get to the inside of Zach Martinez in the 14. Darts down to the bottom side and takes the second spot away. Keep an eye on the 17 machine of Chase Sylvia. Chase Sylvia, car number 17, has been looking strong and steady all day long. He's caught the top 3 battle. 4-car breakaway now at the front side of the field. Cole Roby in car number 29 trying to grab the 5th spot. And around goes Jake Sylvia. Over his nose, the 29 machine of Cole Roby. Yellow flag is out on lap 17. Just as we were talking about him, the 29 machine of Cole Roby was picking them off one by one. Pokes the Nerf bar underneath the 78 machine of Jake Sylvia, turns him around in turn 3 and 4. Both cars will be initiated to the backside of the field. Timing and scoring, getting the lineup worked out. 16 completed laps have been accepted on the scoreboards. Kevin Davis Jr. out of Somers, Connecticut in car number 10 has been strong since the last yellow flag. Jacob Rowdy Burns going to have another crack on the outside in car number 13. Heat race winner Zach Martinez out of North Kingston, Rhode Island. Will Grid on the inside of row number 2. Chase Sylvia in car number 17, and Brandon LaBelle in car number 4 out of Taunton, Massachusetts will round out the top 5 for the Nelcar Legends main. Jake Sylvia back in line in car number 78. After going around, he'll find his spot just ahead of the 29 machine of Cole Roby. Yellow flag condition still on the raceway. You can see in the infield the final Northeast Auto Import late models of this group, at least, starting to get checked. Joe Breggy on the flag stand, reels in the yellow. He's going to show him the signal. Doubled up, 1 to go. Next time by, we will refire. 9 laps remain here in the Nelcar Legends. Kevin Davis Jr. in the 10. Jacob Rowdy Burns on his outside. They're ready to do the dance, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to the Bumbies Auto Service restart zone. Green flag is out. We're underway. Jacob Rowdy, whoa, and around, backs it right in. It's Cole Roby's 29. Yellow flag is out again. Cole Roby in car number 29. He's out of Windham, Maine. Backs the 29 machine right into the outside wall. Did not see what transpired before that. The door is open on the 29. It looks like Speedway safety services are going to make their way up to turns 1 and 2. And Cole Roby in car number 29 has climbed out of that automobile. He's going to be checked out by Speedway Services. They're going to clean up that car and the debris on the speedway up in turns 1 and 2, and we will be ready to let the yellow flag back on the raceway. Melcar Legends start to fire them back up. Speedway Services, drag officials, along with Skips Towing and the number 29 machine of Cole Roby, all starting to make their way to the pits. Nelcar officials going to get worked through the lineup as we have 16 laps in and 9 laps remaining here in the 25-lap main event for the Nelcar Legends. Yellow lights, yellow flag, red flag has been raised from the speedway. Kevin Davis, Jacob Rowdy Burns once again going to get ready to do the dance. Zach Martinez, Chase Sylvia, and Brandon LaBelle all up in the top 5. Only a couple more trips around. The lineup starting to look pretty good. 9 laps remain. Single file restart. Joe Breggy shows him the single. 1 lap to go. Kevin Davis going to lead a healthy field, and Elkhart Legends back to the Bumpy's Auto Service restart zone. Jacob Burns, Zach Martinez, Chase Sylvia, Brandon LaBelle. Here we come. Joe Breggy looks him over and lets him loose. Kevin Davis going to feel the pressure now from Jacob Rowdy Burns to the bottom side. Burns going to try to tiptoe this one away to the inside of Kevin Davis. Davis able to lay the ponies down on the outside. They drag race once again for the race lead. Burns down to the inside. Davis on the outside with Zach Martinez dead behind him. Kevin Davis Jr. on the outside, trying to fall back in line. He'll get behind the 14 of Zach Martinez to second. Tries the bottom side of him down the front straightaway. Nick Bull Kelly will make his way up into the top 5 in car number 27. 5 finger salute gonna fly this time. 5 to go out front. Top 3 cars make their way around lap traffic. Top 5 cars now have a clear track ahead of them with 4 to go at the start and finish line. It's Jacob Rowdy Burns. Does Zach Martinez in car number 14Z have anything for your race leader? Nick Bull Kelly gonna try the inside of Chase Sylvia for the 4th spot with 2 to go. The 27 car starts to come to life. He'll try the inside down into turn number 1 for the 4th spot. They drag race down the back straightaway. Nick Bull Kelly will take the 4th spot. Looking for a piece of hardware here tonight. White flag is out. 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Technical malfunctions. There we go. Down here in Elkhart Legends Victory Lane, ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause? Jacob Rowdy Burns in the 13 comes home victorious. Well, Jacob, that was a rough and tumble race for you guys. It took quite a while. You guys were strapped in these race cars for quite some time. You were racing up front. It seemed like for the second spot all race long, you finally got around Kevin for the number 1 spot and never looked back.
Yeah, I mean, the double file restarts was the wreck fest. I thank the No Car Tour for going single file. Helped us out a lot there.
And who would you like to thank? I know you get a lot of stickers, a lot of sponsors, a lot of teammates to help you out here tonight.
Huge thanks to Nicholas Gola Racing. Gives a badass race car everywhere we go. Huge thanks to Side Draft Podcast, JML Excavation, and that's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, Jacob Rowdy Burns down here victorious in the 13. "25 laps for the Black Flag Podcast. Ridge Runners on the Speedway now for feature time. The 37J of Squirt Gun Joey Frazier going to lead him from the pit with Mike Doobie in the 51 upstairs. The 7 of Richie Morocco on the inside of row 2 will share it with the 23 of Dwight Souther Jr. Heath the Butts, the 76, Callie Osborne in the 59. And the 37G, the NRG Fuel Chevrolet of Zach Frazier out back. Coming off the box to the green flag, we're underway. Joey Frazier going to lead the charge off at turn 2 as they drag race for second. Richie Morocco to the inside. Sideways on the bottom side of Mike Doobie in the 51. Joey Frazier leads him around for the first time. Morocco rubs elbows that time with Mike Doobie in the 51. Heath the Butts makes the charge 3 wide through the middle, makes a little bit of rub contact with the left rear quarter panel of the 51 of Mike Doobie. Dwight Souther Jr. in the 23 got the worst end of that deal. Richie Morocco holding back the other 2 teammates to race leader Joey Frazier. Heath the Butts, Zach Frazier now running the 3rd and 4th spots. Don't count out the youngster in car number 23. Dwight Souther Jr. going to make his way to the bottom side. Massages the back deck lid of car number 37, Zach Frazier. Heath the Butts right into the back door. Richie Morocco in the 7. They're all chasing Squirt Gun Joey Frazier. Dabot's down to the inside of Morocco's number 7. Souther going to follow through. Here comes Zach Frazier going to try and hook his train. Not able to quite beat the fender underneath in 3 and 4. He does down the front straightaway. Morocco not able to fall down in line. The 7 machine is sideways in 1 and 2. Eight laps complete out of 25. Here comes Dwight Souther. Souther to the inside. Callie Osborne's around. Yellow flag not going to fly. She's going to roll on the inside, and we stay green. Side by side and toe-to-toe for second. Dwight Souther going to charge to the number 2 spot. It's Joey Frazier, Dwight Souther, and Heath the Butts the top 3. Here comes Mike Doobie to the inside. Mike Doobie Jr. out of Nashua, New Hampshire, in car number 51, going to make his way to the inside groove. Joey Frazier, the NRG. Number 37J out for a Sunday cruise at the front side of the field. Halfway home with a 25-lap main event this time by. Halfway home for the 37J of Joey Frazier. Best battle on the racing surface will be for the 3rd spot. Mike Doobie Jr. in the 51. Trying to make his way to the inside of Heath the Butts. Eight laps to go that time at the start-finish line for the Nottingham, New Hampshire youngster, Joey Frazier. Dwight Souther Jr. runs second. Mike Doobie has crawled his way back up to the 3rd position. Five-finger salute gonna fly this time by from Matt Johnson. Gonna wave hello to your race leader. 5 laps remain. Popsicle stick's gonna fly this time by. 2 to go for your race leader, Joey Frazier. Couple of lap cars dead ahead. I don't think they'll play a factor. Mike Doobie Jr. starting to roll in strong on the 23 machine of Dwight Souther Jr. White flag is out, quarter-mile trip to go. Joey Frazier, the squirt gun, out of Nottingham, New Hampshire, has led him since the drop of the green flag. Checkered flag is gonna wave. Joey Frazier gonna take him. Dwight Souther Jr. second. Third to the 51 machine of Mike Doobie. Heath the Bunts in the 76 will take fourth, and Zach Frazier's 37Z will round out the top five. We're gonna head trackside to talk to your winner. We are down here in the Black Flag Podcast Ridge Runner Victory Lane. Getting unstrapped and unsettled out of this racing automobile. Youngster out of Nottingham, New Hampshire, came out of the former youth division up at the Star Speedway. The Star Troopers has found himself a nice home right here in these rear-wheel drive all-American race cars, and he's going to make himself known. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Squirt Gun Joey Frazier, back in Victory Lane. Man, Joey, this thing, again, bad fast right out of the box. I know how hard you guys work on these things all week. You guys got a great team going on and a great program over there in Nottingham, and it's showing real strong here this afternoon in Hudson.
First off, before I say anything, huge thank you to my dad. Every single night in the shop, like you said, we kill ourselves on this car. We spend more hours working on the cars than we do working, but that's huge thank you to him. Also, huge thank you to my buddy Heath, my brother Zach, all my crew, Larry, who didn't show up today, Andrew, my beautiful girlfriend Ashley, my mom. I know I'm forgetting a couple people. All my sponsors, Eagle Air Solutions, NRG Fuels, JAR Race Motors for building me a huge powerhouse. And yeah, that's another awesome night.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Squirt Gun Joey Frazier back in Hudson International Speedway Victory Lane. Top 3 cars going to head to infield technical inspection. Next on the raceway, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best support division across the 50 states of America. The Northeast Auto Import Late Models. Dan Palin in the traditional mortgage Chevrolet number 33X going to lead him from the pin. Outside of him, the Catco Recycling number 22 out of Ashland, Massachusetts. That's the pork chop, Austin Erickson. Row 2 on the bottom side out of Kingston, New Hampshire, Mr. Consistency. Mike Williams will share the row with Nashua, New Hampshire native Andrew Morin in car number 30. Former Mighty Mike Lewis Memorial Champion car number 57 is good for Justin Beecher. He'll share the row with the points leader coming into tonight's racing action, the R&R Public Wholesalers. Renfrew Motorsports sponsored Ford Mustang is good for Milton Durand. The defending track champion grids next to 33W of Charge and Chuck Daney, the Snowworks Precise Industries sponsored ride. Outside of him, out of Canaan, New Hampshire, the Streeter Construction 360 race cars. Fast Lane Graphics, Marsh Brothers Deli. Number 55 is good for Robbie Streeter. The 82 machine. Former rookie stock champion here at the Hudson International Speedway in Salem, New Hampshire. The JaysAquatics.com sponsored entry. That's racing Jason Ryan. The 01 has returned to weekly action here at the Hudson High Banks. The MLM Diagnostic Services R&R Race Parts New Hampshire sponsored Chevrolet. Twin Motorsports on the side for Ballistic Billy Helliwell. And final car on the field, the 8 machine out of Nashua, New Hampshire, going to be caboose here tonight. That's good for Jay Sousa. Joe Breggy going to cross him up in 1. Josh Rogers down there ready to throw the green flag next time by. "35 laps the distance." Dan Palin on the inside, going to lead him to the green flag. Austin Erickson tries to dart down low in line, but here comes the 07 machine of Mike Williams. Williams down to the inside once again. Dan Palin leads him around to the stripe in car number 33X. Nothing lost, nothing gained, but here comes Charge and Chuck Daney, the defending track champion. The 33W peeks to the inside of the 57, and Beecher feels the heat. He'll try to dart to the outside and waste no time in the 07 of Mike Williams. Side by side for the 4th spot. Daney on the inside, Beecher on the outside. Both trying to attack the backside of Mike Williams. Williams trying to make the 07 as wide as he can. Justin Beecher going to try the outside once again. Lane is blocked by the 07. Daney to the inside, and here comes Beecher. Gets the backside of the 07 all mixed up. Williams able to save it. He's squirrely again over the nose of Beecher. Justin Beecher running out of patience like a doctor with a bad Yelp review. The driver out of Bill Rickham, Mass, a former Youth Division champion. Former Mighty Mike Lewis Memorial Champion dropped back a few spots. The 01 Ballistic Bill Helliwell is climbing his way up the ladder the hard way. He's up to the top 5 now. Justin Beecher finally, after about 5 laps, finds his way around the 07 machine of Mike Williams. He's got a train hood behind him. The L&L Fabrication Morin Engine Services sponsored Chevy. The 30 machine of Andrew Morin will get by. Robbie Streeter wants a piece of that action. Darts down to the inside of Mike Williams again. Williams cannot seem to find a break to the inside. Milton Durand just got underneath the number 33 machine. Not sure if he got there with contact or not, but Chuck Daney was all sorts of out of shape the last time by. Helliwell gets by. Now Beecher going to slide his way to the bottom. He'll take the 5th spot away in car number 57. Dan Palin looking for his first career win, the traditional mortgage-sponsored ride. Keep an eye on the battle for the number 4 position. Justin Beecher has found himself to the back door of the MLM Diagnostic Services 01 of Ballistic Bill Helliwell. Getting word that the 33X machine of Dan Palin, that is not Dan Palin behind the wheel. Substitute driver for Dan Palin, it's the pride of Stratham, New Hampshire, Frankie Eldridge behind the wheel. So fast Frankie Eldridge, multi-time Lee USA Speedway late model sportsman champion, going to lead him down the back straightaway. Pork Chop Austin Erickson runs second in the 22. Milton Durand, the current points leader in car number 08, runs in the number 3 spot. Halfway home, that time by from Joe Breggy on the flag stand. Single file and starting to spread out now. Still the best battle on the raceway remains to be for the 4th spot. Justin Beecher just can't quite seem to find some daylight around the 01 of Bill Helliwell. Gets to the back door there. Helliwell able to pull to about a half a car length, almost a full car length. Beecher able to close it once again down in 3 and 4. Trying the outside. Can't quite make it happen. The Baldwin chassis number 53 trying all he can do. Now the battle in front of him ensues. Here comes Milton Durand to the outside. Milton Durand, the current points leader, will charge to the outside. Muscles up even with Austin Erickson down the back straightaway. They'll rub elbows for the number 2 spot. Toe-to-toe for the 2nd spot, and it's Milton Durand with it at the start-finish line. Austin Erickson not going down without a fight, but he's going to get cleared. No, gets his nose back in there. Keeps his foot in it, and they still race for the number 2 position. Durand hanging in tough on the outside, and he'll have the spot down the back straightaway. While they're messing around, here comes Helliwell in the 01. He's got Beecher on the outside. Keep an eye on the former Battle of the Belt champion, the former Mighty Mike Lewis Memorial champion, the Bill Rickham Ass Boy, Justin Beecher taking the hard way around. to the outside of Helliwell. He'll have the 4th spot. Looking for a piece of hardware. He'll have to pass the dad bod racing teammate, the 22 of Austin Erickson. Here he comes. The 2-for-1 deal is going to be set up to the outside. Can't quite make it happen that time. Got the fender just there. Oh, it's getting tight right there. Erickson able to hold off the 0-1 of Helliwell, but he can't hold the outside groove, and it's Justin Beecher to the 3rd spot. Beecher will take the 3rd spot away from Erickson, and not quickly after that, the 0-1 machine of Bill Helliwell took the 4th spot away. 5 to go at the start-finish line for fast Frankie Eldridge. Does Milton Duran have anything for him? 5 laps to go, lap traffic dead ahead. 4 to go at the start-finish line. Justin Beecher, the 57 machine, starts to come to life with 3 to go. They're starting to close out the top 3 with lap traffic dead ahead of them. It's anybody's race. Popsicle stick's gonna fly. 2 laps to go for the pride of Stratham, New Hampshire. Beecher's right there, gonna try to nab the 2nd spot away from Milton Duran. Lap cars ahead. Here comes Beecher to the outside lane. Wide flag one more time. Duran to the back door. Beecher trying the outside. They head the final trip down the back straightaway. Beecher gives him the bumper. Here comes the Frankie Eldridge to the checkered flag. Milton Duran 2nd. And the 57 of Justin Beecher rounds out the top 3. We're going to head trackside. Test 1, 2. Down here in Northeast Auto Import late model Victory Lane. Not even this guy's race car, just had this guy's race car sitting in his shop. The guy didn't come to pick it up on time, so he decided to come out and play before he came to get it. Believe this is his first time in this combination. He lands it in Victory Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, he's out of the car. Let him hear you. The pride of Stratham, fast Frankie Eldridge. Man, Frankie, you weren't even supposed to be here today, man. Took the boys to school.
Yeah, just wanted to test the car out and get some good notes for Dan and everything. And we made some good adjustments on the car all day, and the thing was pretty fast towards the end.
Well, who do you got to thank for getting you here today?
I got to thank Paul Palin for letting me drive the car. Traditional Mortgage, FF Performance, and I don't know who else is really on the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let them hear you. Fast Frankie Eldridge. Final division of the night, the final feature race here this afternoon. The Premier Division, our NASCAR Division 1, it is going to be the NHSTRA Vision Modifieds. On the pole, the hometown boy in car number 29, good for the MLM Diagnostic Services Hudson Heroes Youth Division sponsored entry. It's Marshall Law, Mike Marshall. Outside of him, second on the grid, the number 2 machine, the Triton Automotive Whitewater Plastic sponsored entry. The 2 is Tyler Leary. The KDW Jamie Weber Photography. Little Webb's Tire and Fuel number 19 machine, grids third. It's good for Jeff Battle. Quick Time Center will start outside of him. The JR Hudson Horse Transportation. Victory Lane Horse Stables Honeydew Donuts number 44 to Brockton, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Jacobatis. Car number 29, the Rocky Branch Auto. NH Lottery, Willis Automotive Repair sponsored entry. With over 15 track championships under his belt racing career-wise, ladies and gentlemen, Superman Aaron Fellows. Outside of him, the J&J Trucking sponsored entry. Out of Belchertown, Massachusetts, car number 69 is good for Josh Carey. The 95, the Fences Unlimited Stove Shop sponsored entry on the inside of the final set row. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back Al Gibbard. And final car on the field, former Outlaw Sportsman champion here at the Family Fun Track. Out of Sterling, Massachusetts, the Pleasant View 62 is the Warhammer Todd Warren. 30 laps the distance. The open wheel ground pounders coming to the green flag, and we're underway. Tyler Leary going to lead him from the outside groove down the back straightaway. Coming off of turn 4, he'll lead lap number 1. Jesse Jacobatis, the 44 machine, rocket ships to the number 2 spot. Marshall Law, Mike Marshall's back in third, holding off the youngster in car number 94. The Wonder Boy, Jeffrey Battle in car number 19. Battle on the inside now for the 3rd spot. They rub elbows for the final piece of hardware. Battle gets by. Carey gets by. Here comes Superman Aaron Fellows to the inside. That's how they'll run down to the top 5. Your leader right now, the Whitewater Plastics number 2 machine of Tyler Leary. Keep an eye on the Brockton kid in car number 44, Jesse Jacobatis. Mophead starting to reel him in. It's a 2-car breakaway at the front of the field. Tyler Leary, Jesse Jacobatis is going to go at it for the number 1 spot here shortly. Jeff Battle comfortably in the number 3 spot, and the battle starts to ensue now for the number 4 position. Superman Aaron Fellows going to start knocking on the back door. Josh Carey. Now for the race lead. Jacobatis all over the back door of the Whitewater Plastics entry. Whoa, they're almost stacked up down into turns 1 and 2. Al Gibbard to the inside of Mike Marshall. Marshall will fall in line. Down the back straightaway. Your top 2 competitors getting closer and closer with every lap. Tyler Leary, Jesse Jacobatis, Jeffrey Battle run 1, 2, 3. Tyler Leary feeling the pressure strong. Jacobatis loose off the number 2 corner. Number 12 going to be clicked in that time. comes Superman. Fellows down to the inside of Josh Carey. They'll bounce off each other in turns 3 and 4. Carey trying to hold back the 15-time track champion. Halfway home for your race leader, the Triton Automotive #2 machine of Tyler Leary. Keep an eye on that 4th spot. Aaron Fellows, Josh Carey, jockeying back for spots. Top 3 cars starting to spread out just a little bit. Seems like Tyler Leary's pulling away from Jackie Bates as Battle's starting to reel him in. Tyler Leary, Jesse Jacobitis, Jeffrey Battle, the number 1, 2, 3, starting to run away with it. Josh Carey, the 69 machine right there at bay with the 29 New Hampshire of Aaron Fellows. 10 laps to go, this time by 10 to go. Round the lap cars we have, it's Todd Warren, the Warhammer, out of Sterling, Massachusetts, the Pleasant View 62, with given plenty of racing room to the outside. Leary gets by, Jacobitis gets by, Battle now gets by with a clear track ahead of him. With under 10 to go, who has anything for the number 2 machine of Tyler Leary? If Jacobitis has anything for him, he's got to drive up there and get it. If Battle's got anything for him, he's got to get by Jacobitis first. Five laps to go. 5 to go for Tyler Leary. Lap car dead ahead of him. It's Mike Marshall in the 29. Popsicle sticks are out. 2 to go for the number 2 of Tyler Leary. White flag set to fly. One more trip. A quarter mile to go. Lap car dead ahead of him. Is that going to play the factor for the final time down the back straightaway? Coming into turn 3 and out of 4 all alone. There he is. Tyler Leary comes home victorious. Second will go to the 44 machine of Jesse Jacobitis. Third will go to the 19 of Jeff Battle. And we will head trackside to talk to your winner. Down here in NastraVision.com, modified victory lane, Smoke flying off the tire, smoke flying off his head. And we are getting ready to see him climb out of this automobile. Out the driver window he comes. Tyler Leary victorious in car number 2. We'll get Tyler over here to the front side of the vehicle. Man, Tyler, man, it was good luck for you guys tonight. You guys have been run over this year. It's been a long season, but very good car tonight, very good team, and absolute dominant factor here.
Yeah, we love coming to the Speedway. I've been looking for this first elusive victory for 2 years now. We've been working hard. Brian and his brother, everyone at Bar Cars bust their butt. We've been working hard, just trying to get this car to go the full 30. So we showed our speed early today, kept it up through the day, and ended up victorious here tonight. So just couldn't do it without Brian, my dad. He's an awesome tire guy. And the few Barnard race car sponsors we got: Triton Automotive, Boiler Bar and Grill, Kicks 100.9, and Amherst Trucking.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your feature winner, Tyler Leary, drives car number 2. We'll make our way down to the runner-up position, ladies and gentlemen. Jesse Jacobatis back up here in car number 44. Jesse, you were bad fast once again, knocking them down on the leader charts and time trials. We'll see if anybody has anything for you when it comes to that this season. But great run for you guys. Good points tonight. Running up in the second spot. Just seemed like you didn't have quite enough for that lead guy up there in the number 2.
Yeah, Tyler was definitely a little bit better there. Second ain't bad, though. You know, happy the car's in one piece. It was a rough night at the racetrack for a lot of cars tonight. So it's good that we kept it in one piece and came home second. I got a lot of people to thank. I got to thank JR Hudson Horse Transportation. JR's here with us tonight. Victory Lane Stables, Ultimate Pizza, Honeydew Brockton, Dalton Water Company, Design, HRE, Russ Hersey, and those guys for making this thing bad fast. Mom and Dad and all the friends and family supporting me.
There he is, Jesse Jacobatis, runner-up in car number 44. And down to the third spot, here he is, car number 19, Jeffrey Battle, grabs himself a piece of hardware here tonight. Well, Jeff, you're still finding yourself in these open-wheel modifieds with no wings on them, but you seem to find some speed. Every week we find you faster and faster.
Yeah, I got to thank Bobby there for giving me the opportunity to do this. We're learning a lot. This is I think our 4th race in it, so it's definitely a very good night. Got to thank the whole Bobby and Jen and the whole Weber family. Obviously, Jamie, Bumpy's Automotive, Kingsley Automotive, Little Webb's Tire and Fuel Sales, Velocita, and everybody else that helps us out.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Third place here tonight, the 19 of Jeff Battle. And that is do it for Hudson International Speedway tonight. Much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here at the track. It was a great night. Appreciate having you all here. Don't forget, 1 week from today, 5 o'clock start time, it will be the SBF Memorial for the Black Flag Podcast Ridge Runners. The return of the New England Dwarf Car Series, as well as the MLM Diagnostic Services Pure Stocks Granite State Indoor Gun Range 6-shooters, and of course, the Northeast Auto Import Late Models. On behalf of Joe Breggy and Matt Johnson, your 2 chief starters, Ben Bazowski, your track manager, your track owner, Steve Grand, your track manager. My name, as always, is John Espernette, the voice of the Hudson International Speedway, reminding you that this is not goodbye, but a see you next time.